Who's in there now?
Some of that I'm not sure. Because,
Okay.
my father, I know I've asked him different questions before, but I actually,
because I got an autographed picture of him. I remember still hanging in KJ 108 in my office from the original members from back in the day. I was just back there last week, and it was still hanging on the wall in there from when I used to work there.
Wow.
Yeah, they probably don't throw nothing away, huh? They just keep all the good stuff, like they should, A real radio station will keep every autograph photo they've ever gotten,
Yeah, well, I didn't have the time or the place enough Hugo's bags.
Did you ever get anything personalized to yourself, though? Or you like just to you?
What's wrong? You hung over, Mama?
I took a few things, but not really.
I just didn't sleep.
Yeah, I got that problem too.
So I look like there's something else wrong with my eyes, but unfortunately not.
Are you doing drugs here or what?
What's that?
Are you doing all the good stuff there?
You sure you ain't hitting that medical marijuana pens?
If I had any right now, I'd be doing it.
No. Sorry.
Oh, this
doesn't need to be medical in Minnesota anymore, kids.
Hey, but this is what we call this? This is called oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot the name of it already. It's bad though. It's 99.9% THC.
That would tend to make you forget the name of it, yes.
Yeah, wait a minute. The name of it. Jeez, it's a great name too, and I forgot it. Holy shit, I've been hitting it too long. All right, that's why I'm hungry. It is called Christ almighty. Oh well, I'll get it. When I do, I'll yell it out and you know what I'm talking about. Our guests will be like, what did he just say?
Yeah.
It's good though. I mean, this shit will knock some hair off your, you know what?
Your goatee or what?
Off the chest or my dad kept it. I remember growing up, my dad always told me, eat your onions, they'll put hair on your chest. Why would I want hair on my chest? I'm a girl.
No, I'll just put hair
on your probably chest. Explains it though.
Yeah, almost killed Anthony. Say the joke. All right, guys. It should be. I think we can start now. I think it's early, but we can start. Whenever John gets here, he'll just get here. But he's going through some stuff.
He'll pop on and you'll see his ugly mug. He's sick. He's real sick.
Well, I'm just hoping that he'll be okay for tomorrow because tomorrow we have a very special guest coming in it's an exclusive for Renegade Radio. It's an old friend of Sam Kinnison's from the past that I was able to find, and somebody who I've interviewed before a few times. He's originally from the West Coast, and his favorite artist is Jimi Hendrix. So do you have any idea who that could be there, Anthony? Since you know John.
No. And you're having him on when?
Tomorrow.
Oh, you're interviewing tomorrow too?
Yep. It's about 6:30.
By yourself, right?
No, I'm John and Bill are coming in. I mean, I didn't really send an invite to anybody else because I didn't think nobody else.
All right, but no, let them because that's my brother's get up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if anybody else was here.
I'll butt in too much. I always do.
You get too excited, you get starstruck. Anyway, His name is Randy Hanson. Do you remember the Sam Kinnison program, the Family Entertainment Hour special?
Yeah.
He was the lead guitar guy when Sam was singing the song "Going Down." Yeah, Randy Hanson. I mean,
okay. My brother know about that?
Huh? No, John knows about him a little bit, but Bill knows about him a lot more because Bill was obviously Sam's manager, so they have an issue. But I don't know when the last time they spoke, and I thought, how excited would it be to get these guys on the air together? Courtesy of
that'd be cool. Radio. I'm gonna. Can we watch it without saying?
Yeah. I'll be streaming it. Don't worry. I mean, this is live as right now.
Top
This is why
secret.
you swinging that Coca-Cola there. Anyway, all right, well, we'll get started here. Welcome everybody to Renegade Radio, episode number 14 here on this December 4th here, Monday, or no, what is it? Yeah, it's the 4th today, or 5th today. Is it 5th? 4th? 4th today. December 4th.
It's 4th.
The 4th, Four Horsemen, you know? Yeah.
You're the only one that has gotten sleep and isn't doing things on the side right now.
Well, I'm on the side of this poster here, you know.
That was an
Hey.
idiot.
Representing Renegade Radio for the holidays here, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I figure let's be a little festive, huh? But anyway, I'm Frankie Slauson, and welcome to the Renegade Radio. We got Anthony, Mr. Mad Dog, we got John Roberts here, we got Mama T. We're missing a few people, but they'll be in when they come in. And you know what? You know, it's December, so you know, happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
You know,
Oh, humbug.
Happy Hanukkah.
I was gone last week. Did you guys all have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. I mean, I had to work, you know, because you know, casino gives you holiday pay when you work the holidays, so it's either spend time with your family or make some money, I guess.
Obviously, I'd rather make money.
I mean, you know,
What's up? Hey,
I'll make up for it for Christmas.
Back in the old days of radio, it didn't matter. You always worked. If you were scheduled to work on if Thursday was your day on, you worked it. It didn't matter if it was a holiday. You had to take vacation. You know, that's how it changed so much now. You just voice track and
guys.
show, and you don't have to worry about it. But we always had to work holidays, always.
See, I had hope too, because when I was in my business, the dead never rest. You got to bury them if it's Thanksgiving. Everybody has different religions, you know. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. You know, the Jews don't celebrate Christmas on the 25th. So if a Jewish person died, I had to bury him before dark. It didn't matter what day it was. Just didn't matter.
Yeah.
I Black Hills Fox, when I worked at the TV station, I also had to work almost every holiday, and you know, and it was all right.
Yeah.
And they actually paid you though a little extra for working, time and a half. So I don't know if that was ever a second radio at all, but I know on television they paid us a little extra for working the holiday, which was nice.
Should be double time for a holiday.
It was for me. It was for me. I was in the union, so we got.
Well,
I always signed a contract, and I was salary. So after a couple of years, you learn they're going to take advantage of that. So then you start going, okay, when I negotiate my next contract, it's going to be, well, this is extra pay, that's extra pay, and that's going to be extra pay. And they go, oh, you figured that out now, huh? So yeah, you learn real quick after doing shit for free all the time.
Yeah.
yeah. And salary is supposed to be good.
Oh, that's when I was a supervisor. I used to have to do it for free, and I refused to.
Yeah, well, you should never let anybody take advantage of you, you know, in any realm. I've learned that, you know.
He's just smiling. Can you hear us?
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Welcome.
Man, he's just smiling at us. I don't think he got us on yet.
I'm on.
Eric, you're all right.
Oh, we're talking about
I think he's
Eric, he's just.
He just missed we should call Mr.
All right, he's there.
But I guess according to all our posts that we post on our private little chat there, we all kind of are a little creepy. Some more than others.
Greetings.
Well,
Yeah, I get. Hey, yeah, Sean, I get them texts at 3:45 in the morning. What's going on?
Yeah, I know.
Then I can wake you up and be like, "Hey, look, here's a picture of a dog barking out his butthole."
Yeah.
So it's all humor anyway.
I'm smelling my finger.
It's all just to make you feel better about yourself, you know.
That's right.
I don't care who you are. That there's funny.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
That's
right.
huge. Hey, man who goes to bed with itchy butt wakes up with smelly finger.
Yeah. And man on commode is on high on pot.
You guys.
They're like a bunch of children, but you know,
I'm not the only one. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Well,
Here,
welcome everybody to the show.
I can't remember what the name of this stuff is, but it's good.
He's
It is
hired on the
called-
pay right now anyway, so I'm pretty sure.
It is called
And, but anyway, welcome.
Alien Mint.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're glad that you guys everybody has made it. I think this is pretty much our full roster. You know, we haven't seen Waterboy. You know, you can tell Waterboy if you want that he's more than welcome to still join us if he wants to. He's not banned or anything. He bought a new
Okay.
computer. He spent all that money on a new laptop. You know, he's more than welcome
Yeah.
to still show up if he wants.
Okay.
Just let him know in the future or whatever, because I don't know what he sees anymore. He doesn't respond much to anything, so I just don't want
Well,
him to
he's
make.
never on Facebook. He's not a Facebook person. That's his son's fucking thing.
Oh, okay, so okay. Well, we got
What do you
Tina.
do?
We
Hot
got
fat.
Mama. We got Mama T to thank for tonight's guest because we were supposed to have Tyler Donovan, who we will have next week, because he had postponed because he had some stuff going on. And I'm glad he told me 24 hours in advance because you know then I asked Mama T if she could find us a guest, and she did. And then who are we interviewing tonight?
His name is John Fairchild. He is the drummer from Indigenous.
Okay,
Nice.
that's a really good band. They're well known.
Yes.
For a long
Oh my
time.
goodness.
I know mostly their early stuff because we used to have the arcade where I used to work at the casino and see if ever they used to have their jukebox working. Now they don't it doesn't work. But we used to play a lot of indigenous music, or I used to anyway. Especially
Hey, I got to grab this real quick, okay? This is important.
yeah, go right ahead.
We
Yeah, dude.
we used to Indigenous back in the early days of Indigenous. We played the crap out of those guys on KJ 108. They got a lot of airtime,
And where they
and that was back when we had the highest numbers in the country.
I mean, I
Great.
tried getting Mato, but you know, I guess the drummer is good too.
And where are they located? Out in South Dakota, I'm guessing. They're South
Yeah,
Dakota.
I was figuring out that ways, but
Like I think a town called Marty, South Dakota, or something. Or
I
whatever.
Googled them real fast and I tried to jot as much as I could down, but I couldn't find no paper, so I'm writing on my elbow, my ear.
Well, the
You
fact
know,
that the local
Little
band
post-it notes that I ripped off saying "Be nice"
yeah,
or "Be happy." I'm all on the back. See,
Look
my-
at you trying to do homework. I'm so proud of you.
I always like to know a little bit. I want to look like no dumbass when they come on, and I hope I spelled it right and I didn't get Indigenous or something, and then some gay rock band. You know what I mean?
some gay rock band. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That might be next week. That might be
They played with, John Michaels. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, no, we're happy to have a guest because you know we could have done a regular show today and it would have been fine again like last time. But you know we want to kind of if we can get a guest, we'll get a guest. If we can't, we can't. It just is what it is, you know.
Right.
That's why I have.
So this drummer now this guy isn't the original drummer though.
No, the
So that was
original band
their-
was all
Their
family members.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Cool. All
Got
right.
the right band. Then his sister was in it, and the lead singer I couldn't pronounce.
Yeah.
Had 13 different
And,
spellings.
yeah, and we saw them and they were good, but then the new version we saw I thought was even better. But yeah, these guys are awesome.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I suppose he'll come about 6:30. So you want to?
Well, that's what I told her, yeah. But I only have one device tonight, so I actually have to hop off to add him on here, so.
Oh, well, I mean, well, we're not friends on Facebook, him and I, or else I would just send him.
Well, I know
text.
that's
But
why I sent you his info, just in case.
Okay. Well, I'll let you handle all that,
and,
your guess, so we'll
and guys,
do all the work. You love doing homework.
by the way, we have a cat that we have had for about 22 years. We're not sure how old it is because we found him 22 years ago living in our garage. And she's like not doing very well. So if you hear my wife yelling at me here and I gotta go, that means there's something going on because we really think it's gonna be any minute.
I got
but just to let you know.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
haven't-
we rescue a ton of animals, my wife and I, and we've had to put a shit ton of them down in the last couple of years, dogs and cats, and yeah,
You
we've
gotta-
had this one for a long time. So we're
I
just
gotta-
trying to keep her comfy right now and see what happens.
Yeah, you got to, right? Because I'm the same way. Me and my daughter rescued. I got a dysfunctional animal family. I got a beagle who sleeps with a rabbit. I got 2 cats and a hairless parrot. So, other than that, we're doing fine here in Pittsburgh.
Next thing you know, you're gonna say you have a pet cock too, you know?
No, my cat's 15 years old. She's slowly, you know what I mean? It's 15 years. She's skinny. Her hair's falling out. She
Yeah.
looks like an old lady, and
Sure.
I wouldn't have it. And she found my wife's breast cancer. Actually, she scratched my wife on the boob. Yeah, well, my wife don't like cats, so that's why I got one. And she one night was sleeping on my wife's chest, and she goes, "Your cat is laying on me." And she was trying to get her off, you know, because she don't like touching animals. And the cat scratched her in the breast. And when she felt it, she goes, "Is this a lump?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she's bleeding. I mean, the cat gave her a whack. It wasn't it was nails in.
Oh, yeah.
And
Those scratches.
Wow.
he was telling my wife that, "Hey, you have breast cancer." Now she gets like lobster and shrimp instead of canned cat food, you know, because my wife, he saved my wife's life. So if she jumps up on the table, excuse me, because she's going to come up. She has free run of the house now because of that, but she jumps on here and she'll lay here and listen to me talk all night. So
Wow.
you have
Well,
to see it.
it's a cat. It's a cat. That cat owns you now. That cat is gonna play you forever because it's a cat. A dog wouldn't do that.
I
No,
know.
I would never do that.
I owe her a life. She
Yeah.
got 9 dogs. I owe her 1, so she's going to have 10.
Dogs have owners, cats have staff.
Well, like
I
I
always
said,
think of cats
I
like
got,
gardeners, you know?
I got a rabbit that runs around the house that I took off some 80-year-old lady who passed away, and the rabbit comes by name. It sits for treats, and my hunting dog that I got from the Humane Society sleeps with the rabbit, and my 2 cats are brother and sister because I got them both when we were working for the Humane Society. My daughter would not let nothing go by. "Oh God, we have to take it home, Daddy. You don't have a family." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right."
Sorry about that, guys.
So
Daughter,
Oh, sorry,
the big question is, does the rabbit identify as a rabbit, or how's that all work?
it's cross. He's
Good question.
a beagle. You know what I mean? He kicks my dog's ass. Like, my dog will smell its butt and she'll boot him right in the head. She's like, "Not now, dog."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, the cartoon. "Hello, Mr. Wabbit." Very quiet. Be very quiet. We're hunting wabbits. No, anyways, how's Nicole, John?
Ascooey wabbit.
I haven't talked to her. I that was my partner up at the bar, Ellen.
Oh,
And we have a court hearing tomorrow, and I honestly don't think I'm going to make it.
Mm.
That's what I just want to let him know. You know what I mean? And he don't want me. He don't want me getting him sick. So he says, don't worry about it. He don't want to get sick either. My dog got diarrhea too. I don't know how you give it to a dog. I didn't kiss that motherfucker.
you ain't butt fucking that dog, are you? Oh, excuse me. This one, is there?
Did you
Okay,
smell
I
your
want-
fingers?
I'm sorry.
Haynes underwear contractor.
Hey,
There
you know,
goes our G rating right out the door.
I was like,
I've
I
been
hope.
sick. I've been in bed all.
Hey,
I was up all night, and then I got with the bed early this morning. Other than getting up to go to the bathroom and stuff, I didn't get up till 5 o'clock tonight.
like I said, just smell your finger when you wake up. It's no,
Yeah.
it's your diarrhea. Yeah.
My wife,
All
my
right,
wife
all
made,
right. Well, we don't want to push the envelope too far here, you know. He's going.
yeah, my wife made me. What the fuck is that Christmas tree thing? I hate Christmas. Take that shit down.
Represent Renegade Radio for the holidays here, right there.
Hey, you got to get something with big wheels on either side of you, because
I don't mind the tree
in a
as long
wheelchair.
as there's no Mariah Carey.
Like I told Bill,
Well, if you hate Christmas, you'd hate my house because my whole entire house and outside and inside are decorated for Christmas. Huge.
Mine too. My wife's a Christmas person.
Yep. I got 60-foot tall pine trees in my yard. I live in a log house out in the country. I got 65-foot pine trees in my yard that are even lit up. It's yeah,
Wow.
we go all out here.
Next week, take a picture of it and show us.
How about Antique Man?
Will do.
2 words.
We haven't heard from him yet. Let's talk to Antique Man real quick. How's he doing? How you doing, Eric?
I'm doing great, thanks. Hope everybody else is too. And life is good here in Texas. Still
Sure.
raking leaves.
Good
Never
you
ending
ain't-
No
process.
snow though, eh?
And pine needles.
Comedy.
I suppose
Yes.
over there you
Hello, Mama.
guys have a lot like you could have like a little fire and everything, you know, just like a fire pit and everything anytime you want, and just have a nightly fire and everything.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you want to have a fire when it's 98 degrees down there?
That's right.
When it's cool in the evening or whatever, you know, like sit around, you know, talk about old stories or whatever, you know.
You'd be surprised, Tony, how cold it gets down there in Florida and Texas when it's winter.
Oh, yeah. It gets a whole 48, 50 degrees, doesn't it?
That's cold. Trust me.
Yeah.
Am I right,
balmy.
Eric? It's a different cold down south than it is up north.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can walk
That's
around in 50
balmy.
I'm
That's
serious, 60
still
degrees.
shorts and Crocs weather.
Yeah.
Compared to below zero weather here, you know.
Oh, yeah. We're riding around with a tank top on. And on our
Yeah,
Harley.
well, we're in the
degrees.
30s here today. We have hardly any snow, which is amazing. They're talking we could get into the 50s by Wednesday, but we're in the 30s, 20s this weekend, and I still see people that are wearing shorts.
Yeah,
I mean, these are
that
just
would be
diehards,
like
and they'll
that,
wear
too.
shorts all year long.
I wear shorts all year round.
I wear shorts all year round.
I only
I
wear
would if
shorts
I
in bed.
could. Yeah, I would if I could. I live in them in the summer.
Below here, and I wear shorts. I don't care.
Well, at least you're wearing something, dude. At least I look like I'm still like.
Yeah, I wear a G-string.
Yeah, thanks.
When I'm going to the back, looks like a corn dog.
Jeez.
All right, that's it.
All right, go get our guest.
I thought you were gonna show us her boobs. Like, we're on
Perfect.
Facebook.
I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Trusted me.
Well, now that it's the holiday season coming up, I suppose
Good one, Mama.
the holiday traditions are starting for most of you guys. I mean, or well, for some of you guys anyway. I mean, what do you normally do around this time of the year to get ready? I mean, like, Ashley, what do you do, Mad Doug, around the holidays?
Dude, I lost my
boy.
pen.
Hey, Mad Doug, what do you
What
normally
I
do?
do on holidays,
Yeah, what do you normally do?
we just like me and my brother, we get together with our families. Like Christmas Eve, we have the Feast of the Seven Fishes soda.
Oh, God. Don't
Yeah.
start talking about that again.
On a good
I
2
swear
or 3
you guys
hours.
No, I'm not
Hello?
I'm not talking about Christmas time. I'm talking about like around when it's the beginning of it, like around this time.
Nothing really. I lay around all night.
Oh, okay. You don't go to any local events or whatever, because our
Yeah,
town
there
have
the
Christmas
local
events
event.
left and
Thank
right.
you, dear. My wife just grabbed the cat. I was just telling you was going to jump on the table. She
Okay.
got my dinner in, but I ain't eating it right now
How
because I'm
about
talking.
you? How about you, John Roberts? What do you normally do for around this time of the year?
Well, Thanksgiving, we were at my sister brother-in-law's, who happens to be the parents of my business partner. Yesterday, for example, we were in Fargo, grandkids' 2-year birthday, and now I'm from a dysfunctional family, so we've got like 9 Christmases coming up here, starting in not long from now, and it's really cool because like my wife's ex-husband moved here from California to follow one of his sons as a hockey player, and he's living in Fargo now. But I mean, my wife's ex-husband comes to our Christmases. My brother-in-law's ex-wife comes to our family functions. It's kind of a cool deal, but we do a little Christmas for everybody. My sister's actually coming up from Alabama, so we'll do some stuff with her too for the first time in a few years. But we kind of go, our Christmases actually, guys, last about 2 weeks. I mean, going here, there, and trying to make time with everybody, I still do some radio work at night and things like that. So it's kind of hard to do, and you really got to make sure you schedule it good. But no, it's a good time. It's a stressful time. For the first time, I can't believe it. We finished our shopping today, which is incredible. So yeah, it's all kick back and drink beer and have fun now.
There you go.
So during your business hours and everything, like for your radio show and everything, do you do any Christmas specials or anything like that, or talk about Christmas?
You
Or
know, we focus on the podcast. A lot of the stuff that I'm involved with is nonprofits. And right now, I mean, we're doing stuff like with the Santa Claus girls and the United Way and Circle of Friends and all of these people trying to raise money and help kids out, the mission and things like that. We don't do it. If somebody calls and asks us to do something special like that, we will. I mean, obviously you try to gear things that way, but my schedule, I got it easy. I mean, I go in at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm usually out of there by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We have shows that are on at night and in the evening. And then, I do the freelance stuff. I work radio and do high school hockey games and I work at racetracks and stuff. So my hours are just all over the map. As long as I know and I have the calendars in front of me, we can figure it out and we just try to make it work. And hopefully there's no like weather postponements and crap like that. But
Sure.
you just kind of got to go. That's like, again, like we were talking about earlier with radio. I mean, you just can't, they just don't shut it off.
No,
You know, if you're going to do it, you got to do it.
yeah, it's 24/7 deal, even with television. Even if it does shut off for a second, I know how to turn
Will
back.
you bring me my chew?
How about Antique Man? What do you normally do around this time of the year? Like in the beginning of December, anyway. How do you start?
I
Well,
got
yeah, on Saturday night, there's a regional fellow by the name of Craig Parker who does Elvis impersonation. He's been doing it for about 20 years. And his manager actually was a late manager for Elvis. So they put on a good show, and it was a Christmas show, Elvis tunes. So that's what we did Saturday. We got some dancing in, and
Nice.
yeah, it's fun.
Hey, real fast. T, Mr. Mama T, Brenda Getria.
Yes.
She said hi.
Hi, Brenda.
Got some fans out there.
Back to you, Antique Man. You were rudely interrupted.
No, that's okay. That's pretty much it. And then get back to raking leaves.
Oh, okay. So I suppose it feels a lot different without no snow over there. I suppose it's hard to really celebrate Christmas without the snowfall, I suppose.
Well, Denise puts all the decorations outside up, and then sometimes I think we don't have enough, so I borrow them from the neighbors' yards. Yeah, but
No, Brenda's Brenda's with Tyson Bell of the Bell Dynasty.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
I don't know.
The Bell family. His dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Muddy Waters, all them.
You talked about before?
What's that?
Was that somebody else that you were trying to get to before?
Yep. Tyson.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I try to remember everything that because we're gonna see. When I told Mama T this weekend, I told her we're gonna try to get because she had some interviews planned, and we all like put those on the back burner by accident. It wasn't done on purpose. It just we didn't have good enough communication at the time. So whether it happens on the show or it happens as an exclusive to just be on YouTube, or we do like how we're doing the interview with Randy tomorrow, just pick a day that works and we can just whoever wants to participate can participate, sort of thing. It's pretty much up in the air, but we want to make sure we get to those too, because I feel so bad for it, because she had a guest lined up for us today that Williams Ree band decided not to participate, and I didn't know, or I didn't read it clearly after I read it afterwards. It was like, oh fuck. So I felt bad, and yeah, so Mama T's trying it anyway.
All right, speaking of which, I got a duck out to send him this link. I was gonna say though, as far as this time of the year, here at the bar, we're up north, lot of Scandinavians up here, and we've got this lady that comes in that does the potato club every Thursday. She also puts on this Scandinavian smorgasbord, Swedish meatballs, lutefisk, ramgrad, sweet soup, flatbread, knackelbrod, lefse, rosette, like everything. And then they do like the Santa Lucia thing too.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good in Minnesota.
Yeah,
Does
then you
she do
bet.
krum?
Yeah,
Does
for
she do
sure, Dan.
krum kaka?
You know what we had today? We had tacos today.
Whoop-de-doo.
Lottie freaking da, right?
What do you have up there in Minnesota? A seal. No, anybody get that? I'm working here. Come on.
I missed that one.
You want to have live seal? What? How do you do
A
that?
raw seal. I don't know. Do you have seals in Minnesota?
No.
No, we're not that far north.
You gotta go to Astoria.
We're close. We're
Washington.
close. We're not that far from polar bears.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna this link real quick.
or Eskimos or whatever, you know.
Good. I'm going to take a quick eat of my food here.
But anyway, yeah, so she's gonna get the interview ready. And yeah, for me, I mean it depends, because since I've moved now, every year is different. It's not, we don't always have the traditional things like we used to have, because back in the day when my grandparents were alive, and I'm pretty sure this goes with almost all you guys, when the parents were around or the grandparents were around, they were the ones that kept everything happening, the ones that
Yep.
made all the traditions happen and everything. So living in a small town like Greenbush, like I did growing up, we always, Christmas was always a special time. Well, every holiday was.
Once elders die, it's over.
And it's like, yeah, since they both passed away, now my parents are still alive, but like the grandparents were the ones that kept it good around here, because all the family members showed up, at least on my father's side most of the time, and mother's side, it was always hard for them to show up, even though it should have been that hard. But I don't want to, if anybody is watching that's a family member, I don't want to make it sound personal, but it's like, my dad's family always made an attempt to show up regardless of what was going on in their life. That's the one thing that I never understood. Not to get too personal about it, but it was always kind of bothered me why, my family on my mom's side always had excuses, to why they could never show up. But yet my father's side, they always showed up every holiday, just about. So I don't know.
That's how it is with us too, except now we're the grandparents. But like my side of the family, they don't like to even get together. They don't like to have fun. Personally, my mom can suck the life out of anything fun. But my wife's side, she's yelling at me downstairs to be nice. But my wife's side of the family, we eat and drink and gather and have fun, and it's just you laugh and I mean, it took me till I was 36 to get married. I mean, I'm glad I waited, because her family is way more fun than my family's been, and we've been together for over 30 years now, and it's awesome. I mean, but yeah, it's I know what you mean, Sean. I went through the same thing for a long time.
Well, when I met you, when I finally met, I met you before, but like when we hung out at Carol's Cafe the other day, and then I met your wife for the first time, boy, she definitely seemed like an interesting person. Which I'm very happy that you have a wife that's still supporting and everything, Man,
She's awesome. I love her.
You're a very lucky person, I tell you.
Talking about you, honey. They're talking about you. I'm in her office right now up in the loft, so she can hear me downstairs.
But I'm just saying though, you're lucky. You're a lucky guy that your wife supports you in everything you do, and that's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
It's fun. She doesn't go with me to hockey games and stuff, and I don't blame her, because it's freaking cold out at 10 o'clock at night leaving hockey arenas. But she goes with me to almost all of the racetracks that I go to, and she hangs with me. If I got to run and take a leak from up in a press box, she can take my computer and run my music and do my stuff. And yeah, we pretty much do almost everything together. I mean, how many times we've seen Mama T in the last, except for deer hunting the one day. I mean, it's always, Lori's always with me. We like to swing in there, and being with you, Sean, obviously we were going to be in town. You had to be there. So No, that was cool.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Oh, absolutely. Always enjoy that. And I do plan to make a trip to Grand Forks eventually. It's either gonna happen this month or next month, because I'm looking for a new TV. I want to get myself an 85-inch TV. And I know that might sound was like, why would you want a TV that big? Well, why not? You know, I mean, they make them. Samsung.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
got big TVs.
Yeah, 85-inch.
It-
That's my
it-
drug buddy right there. I don't do drugs or drink alcohol. So
Yeah.
that's my drug buddy there.
Not hear your
You know,
problem.
and I wanted to add this too, when Mama T was talking about Scandinavian, when you guys were talking about Scandinavian food, and you know, and we every year in one of our Christmases we have a theme, and this year it's Scandinavian. Different, so we do a different country theme every year, and this year we're doing the Scandinavian thing. So oh yeah, we're talking, and we make our own klub or dumplings, and you know, and we'll do all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. So and I always see, you know, your Facebook posts at the food you're serving there, and God damn it, I wish I didn't live an hour and a half away from there, because some of that stuff I'd be there every day for lunch if I could get to McIntosh.
And you know, if I could get some dry ice and some little takeout boxes, I could just start. I've got
Yeah, we
people,
all-
hey, do
we
you
all
deliver?
service.
I'm like, you're in Florida. No, I don't deliver.
It's great.
Hey,
There's nothing
uh,
better than good
Brenda?
potato klub.
Brenda
Huh?
said that Gary Bell is Tyson's dad, inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I just want to get the
Yeah, I
messages out
spaced
to you
his
guys.
first name for a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say, John or Sam, like, you know, I know it's been kind of a difficult day for you, but like, what are some of your? I mean, I know you got to have.
No, it's not difficult about my daughter. I mean, I know she's gonna be fine, but I'm sick. I don't know why I'm sick, but no, I don't. I mean, it's my daughter. Of course, I'm gonna be upset, but I mean, I'm not like, I don't let shit bother me like that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I really am a sick guy today, and
Sure.
I almost didn't make the show tonight.
Yeah, well, I told
And
you that if you could, it was fine. I
I'll
just
keep
want-
mine short and sweet. I don't do
Yeah.
nothing. I do the same thing every day. My wife does everything.
Sure.
So I just sit and watch TV and work down in, you know, play down the garage.
Tomorrow, you know, I'm gonna, you know that I'm gonna need you. Hopefully, if you're able to do it.
No, I told you I'll be there.
Okay. Because we got a very important interview with Randy Hansen, and I don't know when the last time Randy and Bill ever spoke, but I just thought, hey, you know, after what he told us the other day about, you know, about his daughter and everything, or Sam's daughter and all that, I thought, let's bring up a friend that was somebody that was a good person in Sam's life, you know. And Randy
Right.
has told me before some stories about Sam, about how he met him and everything, but it's like I'd like to see the two interact, you know. So I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of fun, even for you too, Sam, because you know I don't know all what you know about the guy, but you know, obviously you know more than I probably gave you credit for.
No, I seen him on TV. That's all.
Okay, so you've never met him before, then?
No.
Okay. Well, looks like our guest is popping in here, John Fairchild. There.
Great.
Should be coming up here pretty
Yeah,
soon.
when I sent him the link, he says, okay, I got to set up the computer.
He just connected his audio here, and it should be.
Yeah, it takes time.
There he is.
In a professional setting too. Let's see. Let him connect to his audio here real quick, and there you go. Doom. Okay, use it. Now you just got to unmute yourself there somehow, if you know how to do that, there, John. And then we'll
Bottom right.
Oh, come on. You can do it. I know you can do it. Come on, John. There you are.
I got it. Yay.
I couldn't. I have to have my wife do it.
All
Right.
Welcome,
John.
John.
My girlfriend.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to Renegade Radio.
All right. Thanks for having me. You guys are awesome.
No problem.
Oh,
Mama
yeah,
T,
we are.
have-
You didn't even know that yet, though.
Yeah, we have Mama T to thank about this. So.
Oh, you're back on mute. You're back on mute.
Hold on 1 sec. Nobody just love Zoom.
They do this to me all the time, John. Lower left hand
How
corner.
about now?
That's better.
You're fine.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Mr. Verizon there. This was Mama T's idea for our guest today, John Fairchild, the drummer from Indigenous, and we appreciate having you on because
Thank you, guys.
definitely our fan favorite of most of us. Because
Awesome.
I've heard of you. Or
Thank
heard
you.
of band anyway. So but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
let Mama T
great.
kind of run with it because this is her interview, her guest, so she's gonna
Good evening.
of it at least. And then we can just ask questions, but let her ask.
All right. You
Well,
bet.
why don't you guys introduce yourselves to him first?
Okay, I guess I'll go first then. I'm Frankie Slauson. I'm the co-creator, founder of Renegade Radio. I'm the guy that kind of set all this stuff up as far as well, we're 14 episodes deep anyway. We've been doing this since the end of August. My friend Screaming Sam and I kind of started this together, and we wanted to. Well, I wanted to expand. I said we got to have some extra people and everything, and so we got a team together, and everybody's been pretty awesome and cool, and we're just glad to interview a guest any chance we have. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, but most of the time it has. So we're just happy to have you, and welcome.
Thank you. Awesome.
Go next.
All right. I'll go next. I'm John.
Hey, John.
John Roberts, and I met you. I don't remember how many years ago. It wasn't that long ago, but I worked at KJ 108 rock station in Grand Forks for years. My wife and I are big fans. I saw you doing the this and that, and I'm getting ready to yell at her to give me a drink too. But
Yeah.
I'm awesome. I'm glad you're here. I love your music. We love your music, and keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love that band. It's one of my favorite bands, and that's the band I want to retire with, man. Matteau is one of my heroes, so to get to share the stage with him night in and night out is like a dream come true for me.
Where are you right now?
Right now, I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Ah, Lincoln.
Yeah. I used to live here back in 2001 for about 12 years, and then I went to Omaha, which is where I'm from, and then I had kids, and then my kids have kids now, so
Yeah.
I'm down here to be closer to my grandchildren, and my oldest and my youngest live here.
Dude, you look like you're in your 20s.
Thank you. No, I'm 46. I was born in June 1977.
Wow.
Yeah.
46 and you're a grandpa?
Yeah.
You have your first kid when you were like 9 or what?
We're like 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just graduating high school when my son was born.
Oh,
Wow,
sure,
that's-
sure. Yeah.
Well, let's go. Antique bag. Go ahead. Go next.
Oh, well, nice to see you and meet you, John.
Thank you. Likewise.
One of the ongoing things I do, I'm a classic rock singer from a band called Cocoon out of South Dakota. I'm living in Texas right now. We've been together since 7th grade, and we made the South Dakota Rock Hall of Fame 4 years ago.
Yes. Congratulations.
And so music is wonderful, and it's really great to have you on board tonight.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mad Dog, you're next. Sir.
Hi, John. I'm Mad Dog. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Dog.
No musical background. I am actually just got inducted into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame here in Pittsburgh.
Congratulations.
I know Bruno Sammartino and George the Animal, still all the older guys from the original.
I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah, I just got, my brother was my manager up there, Screaming Sam. He was my manager for most of the years. But I just did some research on you today, and I love your band now. Now I'm actually going to be a follower. See,
All right.
guys on the panel, because I like doing research, and I was watching who the band toured with, and I seen you toured by yourself sometimes. And it's a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Thank you, man. Pleasure meeting you too.
And last but not least, Screaming Sam.
Screaming Sam.
How you doing, Sam?
I guess I am. I don't know. I was a Sam Kinison impersonator.
Okay,
Well, I
Screaming
don't
Sam.
like
I
saying
get it.
impersonator. I was a tribute artist.
Okay.
And I've sang with bands and stuff like that. I sang like anytime I see a band, they used to let me come up and sing with them and stuff. So I did a lot of stuff for that. I did it since 1998. Did a lot of traveling to do it, and had my own place down in Florida. I had an internet TV show, radio show that actually made Fox News and the papers and so down in Florida, I was a pretty popular guy till I moved up to Ohio. Nobody knows who I am, but this is what I used to look like. You're going to blow. You know Sam Kinison, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
this is what I used to look like.
Yeah, that's actually.
That's almost identical. That's
Yeah, he
awesome.
made him, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
That's the
Wow.
thing remarkable about it. We just can't believe it, but it really was.
It's because like I'm retired now. I just like
Yeah.
grow my beards and
You guys could totally be brothers. Totally.
Bill Kinnison is a good first personal friend of mine. So, plus back in the day, I was an entrepreneur. I guess I had like 10 different businesses, and I was never lazy. I just always moved, always doing stuff. But I had fun doing it. But other than that, I'm a boring guy. No.
That's me and him behind me. Did you see behind me?
Yeah, I was checking that out. Wow.
Back in the day, like 20 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Skinny.
Ain't that a bitch? I'm 65 now.
Oh wow, you don't look 65 at all.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
don't give him
I
his
love
shit.
you.
You can walk out that gas head of his. Damn. All right,
Sibling
hear this.
rivalry on this
Okay,
show gets
Mama
a little
T.
out of hand sometimes, John.
Yeah, sorry about that. John.
We're
We
wild
wanna hear
cards.
about you, John. Go ahead.
You guys are awesome. I love this.
Okay, Mama T, go right ahead and ask
So,
your first question there.
We were just talking about what we do about this time of year to start prepping for the holidays. What do you do?
Pray. I do a lot of praying and stressing and try not to get depressed. Really, it's one of my least favorite holidays. But to get ready for it because I'm such a procrastinator. I like to write things down, put them in groups, and then I reevaluate my list and I'm like, who's been naughty? Who's been nice? You've been naughty. You're probably not going to get much from me.
Okay, there's that list. Yeah, you don't deserve that. No.
Yeah. Let me refer to my list. But no, for me, this holiday is, I think it's more or less, better for the kids. So when I spend money, I like to just get stuff for my kids, my grandkids now, and then my immediate family. But I think even mom and dad understand when they don't get gifts because it gets expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We were
But-
also talking about the
Why
band
is it
itself. What's that?
I was just wondering, why is it one of your least favorite holidays? I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Uh,
kind of changed.
It
The
has,
whole
and that's the
thought,
thing is like,
oh,
when I was
and it gets
younger,
stressful when it shouldn't be. Yeah, it's a stressful deal when it shouldn't have to be.
right.
Sure.
That's the exact same thing that I was saying, and I realized over the years that okay, this is it. It's only gonna be what I make it. So I do try to look at it as if I put in some good spirit and some good vibes, and hopefully that's what I'll get back from it. But every year, man, it just reminds me of when I was younger, and how excited I was about it, and it just doesn't feel the same anymore. And so I now look at my kids and see the excitement in them and the grandkids, and so I feed off of that, and I just kind of use that as my holiday spirit, so to speak. But I just don't get excited anymore, so it's just like
It's all,
I get
all
that.
so
I'm
much
the same way.
marketing.
I'm
yeah.
the same way.
Oh, yeah.
I like to just, sip some eggnog, some hot apple cider. I might even drive around and go see some Christmas lights synced up to the Wi-Fi or something, But it's hard to be super chipper and happy all the time for this month because I know it's not. It wouldn't be real for me,
Maybe it's because there's no snow on the ground yet. Is there snow in Lincoln right now?
No, not right now. It was very light snow for a while, but it's already gone. But it's still getting cold though. It's chilly down here.
Oh, absolutely.
Hold up here in
We're
Pittsburgh too,
wild
bro.
bunch over here at Renegade Radio, but we're all good people. We all come from different backgrounds, as you see in the introductions and everything. And
I love it.
I've always I love doing interviews with people because it's always nice to, especially entertainers, because you guys have the coolest jobs.
Yeah, doesn't even feel like work sometimes.
Well,
It's
it's
great.
funny, and it shouldn't. You know, I honestly believe that anybody in the entertainment industry should look at their job as work. If you love it so much, you know, as
Right.
Yeah, hell no. What could be work? Drinking beers, playing music all night with a bunch of people. God, that's love.
Exactly.
you could be
Hey,
working,
Exactly.
you could be working in a fucking
That's
factory
love
all
for
day
sure.
long,
Yes.
sweating your ass off, and not even getting the credit you deserve, and yet here you are, Mr. Musician, having the best time of your life, and
Oh yeah.
with the
Oh
talent
yeah.
that you were given. So be happy with that, man, and be blessed.
You bet. I feel very blessed, and I feel like love, like you said, when there's that much love and passion behind it, it just doesn't feel like work. I just get excited to do what I love to do, and give it to the people that love to hear it and receive it. Even the tearing down and tearing up, or setting it up and tearing it down stuff. I mean, that's the only time I sweat more doing that than I do during the show. But that I love it. It'll never really seem like work to me. I always treat it like my passion, my dream, something that I've always wanted, and the only thing I feel like I'm good at. So it's just like I just hold on very tight to it, and I take whatever it gives me, because I'm committed and dedicated to doing it for the rest of my life, or until I'm physically unable.
Are you familiar with the our band Blackstone Cherry at all?
Blackstone Tree, it sounds familiar, but I don't
Or
recall.
maybe you were the Kentucky Headhunters at all?
No, I have not.
Okay. Kentucky Headhunters are like the fathers of the some of the kids that actually worked or actually are part of the Blackstone Cherry Band.
Okay.
So like the John Fred Young, who's the drummer of the Blackstone Cherry, is like the son to Richard Young, who's like one of the guitar players, and
Oh,
also
okay.
Fred Young, who's the drummer. Why I bring that up is because my brother-in-law went to a concert just recently in Fargo over at the Sanctuary, and
Okay.
Blackstone Cherry was playing, and I watched John. Most of my focus, I mean, wasn't so much on just the front band playing, the main guys playing, but John drumming. And God,
Mhm.
he was very dedicated to what he was doing because he was just like he didn't miss a beat. But he had a person with him, like to give him like either water or give him drumsticks if he needs new sticks or whatever. Do you normally have somebody with you like that will
I
be
do not.
backup or whatnot? Or
I
is
do
that
not. Whatever lucky woman that I'm dating at that time might get that job. But no, I think those guys, those people have drum techs. People that know how to set up their kit exactly the way they want it, the measurements, everything, and be ready for sticks and sweat towels. But no, I don't. I wish it would be nice if I could have somebody travel with me and be there on call. But um, I don't know. I've gotten used to just being, just having everything I need and then just improvising whenever things, go astray. If a stick breaks, I'm normally quick to toss it and have one ready to go. But I imagine it's convenient having somebody right there just ready. It's like, here you go.
Oh yeah. He was sitting right next to him. He had everything. Like they've been doing this for a long time. I did some research and saw some other videos of them together, and it's just an older guy that just hangs out with them and makes sure he has everything he needs.
And
I
that's
don't.
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and then of course he helps with the setup, the tear down as well, and all that. But you ever play at the Sanctuary at all since you guys have?
Yeah, I want to say, because it was an old church, right?
Yep.
And it's got the red carpet, the level stairs. I am horrible at names of venues, but I do remember the venues once I get the name and location right, and I try to describe the stage because it was a pretty big stage and the room sounded great. But I'm not sure because I've been to one that was converted into a studio, and then I've been to another one called the Sanctuary, where it was actual venue. But
Yeah, this is
right
upstairs
now, I
stage.
can't remember.
This one's like an upstairs. It's like a church, but it's like the stage is upstairs.
Okay, no, I don't. Well, then I probably haven't been in that one. All the ones that I remember were they were on the level, on the floor
Oh,
level.
okay. Yeah, this one was upstairs. I thought it was ground level too, but
Yeah,
first time being there, it was like, wow, like where do we begin? It was like a freaking maze or whatever to figure out everything. John, go ahead.
Hey, I'm just wondering, John, how did you discover Indigenous, or how did they discover you? Because and how long have you been with the band? Because I've seen the band from their inception to
hmm
you, And for the people that might not know, can you tell us a little bit about that? How you got together with Indigenous and how this all worked?
Yeah, I was in a local band in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, called the Chris Lager Band, and we were playing it was like a blues festival one night where Indigenous was the headliner, and we got to be the opener. Now, when I first joined this band, Chris Lager is a great guitar player, young kid, and one of his heroes was Mato Naji, and he kept talking about Indigenous, and I had never heard of Indigenous. So I joined the band in about 2005, and about 2007 was when we did the blues showcase. Indigenous came down. It was Mato. He was touring with a bass player by the name of Cheney from LA, and a guy named Ray on the drums. It was just three of them, and we did a great job, and they killed it like they always do. And we got offered a chance to be an opening band for him on some upcoming like tour dates. And so we got excited. We joined the tour. We were his opening band. After that tour was over, I was being asked by the band members if I wanted to join Indigenous, or actually it was Cheney that came to me and said, "Hey man, I like the way you play. We could really, use." I said, "Well, do you guys have Ray?" He's like, "Oh, he's a hired gun from LA, but you're really good." And I was like, "Oh man, this is a great opportunity," but I wanted to show my loyalty to the home team, and so I kindly declined it at first, and then shortly after that, we get another call back, and Mato wants to take the entire band with him. And so what ended up happening is Mato, and he, instead of the hired guns, we joined forces. So it was like Chris Lager Band, and we would open, and then we would become Indigenous and stay on stage. So then we had me on drums, Chris on guitar, a bass player, and a keyboard player. He played Hammond organ. So we did that for about 2 years. And this was, let's see, 2007 to 2008, 2009. And then, like every true artist, Chris felt like, I got to go back to playing my own originals. And then that's when it became kind of hard for me, because I was like, okay, I know if I wanted, I could stay here, or I could go back with the guys. And again, it was one of those situations where I kindly declined and stayed with the local team band. And so, up until recently, about a year and a half ago, I left the Chris Lager Band. And the first person I called when I left that band was Mato's sister-in-law, who I was really good friends with when I got to hang around him and the family. And I left a message with him or her, and I left a message with Mato's daughter. And I said, "Hey, is your dad still on the road in tour?" And they're like, "Yeah, he's doing pretty good." And, I was trying to follow him at that point on the internet. And I said, "Well, let him know that if he still wants me to play drums, that I'm wide open." And not even a week later, I got a phone call from him, and he said, "Hey, I'm coming to Lincoln to play at the Blues Bar or Zoo Bar. Do you want to do that show?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm in there. My hometown or home state," and it was great. And then ever since then, I've been doing every show with him. So this is about almost 2 years ago. I want to say, yeah, almost two years. So you take that and the other 2.5 years I was with him, kind of 4 years altogether. But I know I know pretty much every song that he's done. He's got a deep catalog. But yeah, that's how I was able to hook up with him. And I told him, I said, "Man, I'll commit and dedicate the rest of my days, here with you in this band." And he's like, "All right, brother." So that's how it's been ever since.
Great story.
Antique band, you got any questions for John at all? Antique band, you got any questions for John?
Well, you brought up the Hammond organ, and it flashes back the many times I had to help put a Hammond and a Leslie in the back of the bus.
I joined the Chris Lager Band because of that, because they had a Leslie. And I'd only experienced that in church, which is also where I learned how to play drums at like the age of 12. And I fell in love with that sound, that spinning
Yeah.
Leslie, man. And I told Jeremiah, it's like, I'll help you carry this if you play this at every show. He's like, yeah, absolutely. And I did. Those things are heavy, but it was worth it.
Yeah, you bet.
You see that?
Oh, that's what you got
Oh,
too.
right behind. I got one right behind me.
Yes, right there. Yep.
I'm in
Didn't you guys
four.
play-
Is that a 145?
Yeah, but didn't you guys play?
No.
Didn't you guys play at Little Bobby's, or was
Yep.
it just the lead singer? Because I thought the whole band played there not too long ago. At
Oh,
Little Bobby's.
Indigenous?
Yeah, didn't you guys come to McIntosh or whatever and do a show?
Yeah. Yes, we did. How long ago was that, Mama T? It didn't seem like it was what, a few months ago? Or
Yeah.
was it back in the
It's not-
was it summer? Well, I know we came twice this year, right?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it was this year. Sorry.
No, you good.
Sorry, my phone is being stupid. I caught my foot on the cord.
Well, next time you guys come
Oh,
down,
no,
I
it's gonna
definitely gotta
die.
go see you because I
Yeah, that was
that's another
June, I think.
because I
I
remember seeing
think that was.
I remember seeing you guys in 2007. Was that the year that you guys came to the Blues Fest in Thief River?
Thief River, yes. I think that was in.
Because we used to have the Blues Fest, obviously, that everybody knows, and
Yeah,
don't
we
have it
saw that
anymore.
one.
But that was the year Joe Bonamassa came too, and all that. 'Cause there
Joey
was
B.
Johnny Lang, and- yeah.
Have you played in Pittsburgh?
Are we? I'm hoping so. I think we're gonna have a lot more tour dates next year. Mateau's got a new album that's almost ready. He just wants to go in and do some vocal touch-ups, but he's had this album in the can for almost 2 years now. So I think once we release that album, we'll have a whole new reason to hit the road.
Sure.
Hopefully, we'll get some merch to sell.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a
So fingers
band
crossed,
album,
because I don't know. He could decide to hold on to it and start fresh. But you never know.
Is this like a band album or is this a solo album? Because I know sometimes.
It's gonna be a band album.
Okay, because I know sometimes they do solo albums. It sounds like almost the same like a band album sometimes.
Right. No, I think he's gonna keep the band name for a while, and he even has a son playing with him now. And so for a minute, I was imagining if Mateau was to ever step down, what it would be like if his son kind of took his place. So it's kind of keep the name going, and not only the family name but the band name Indigenous. How cool would that be? Second generation Indigenous members.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
that kid, he can shred too.
He's on his way.
you go.
Hey, Sean, when you mentioned the casino at Thief River, what was that, 2007? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
With
but
Joe
roughly about, I
Bonamassa
believe.
and Indigenous?
Yeah, I think you
Okay,
guys
'cause-
were the Headliners and Fabulous Thunderbirds, I believe, too, were there.
Yeah.
Well, now, was that the year? Because we were just talking about this last night. Kid Johnny Lang was supposed to be there, and he canceled last minute. So they brought this guy in, Joe Bonamassa, and they just basically wrote it on a banner with like a Sharpie marker, and we couldn't understand. I hadn't heard of him, which I couldn't believe for how good he is, but we were calling him Joey Bananas because we didn't even know his damn name. But I think that was the same. Yeah, you couldn't read it, and that's why we were saying that. But that's when I saw the newer version of Indigenous compared to the original, and then that's the first time I ever saw Bonamassa live too. But that was a hell of a show, man. That was
It was
a
a great
really good
lineup.
day.
I think
Yeah.
I remember Joey B. He had on this blazer and he was sweating it out, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sweating that. That was a
Yeah.
hot one.
And now
I
he's
worked-
bigger,
I
now he's
worked
bigger than Paul
for him.
McCartney. Really, in the blues scene.
I
he
actually
was
did
pretty
some
big.
security for Joey Bonamassa when he's in Pittsburgh. We have a
Oh,
place
really?
called
Yeah.
we have a place called the Carnegie Music Hall.
Okay.
I did the security there. There's a guy named Dretsky Entertainment who
Hmm.
runs most of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And if you need his number, I can always give it to you before you get off the air.
Nice.
But he's a big guy up here in Pittsburgh. But I watched the door for Joey when Joey come in to play in Pittsburgh. He played a small. The Carnegie Music Hall holds about 2,500 people. It's a
Yeah.
intimate setting. You know what I mean? It's staged. It's like an opera house type thing, but it's
Yeah.
it's real antique here, and it's where all the bands come that start out or start something new or want to play something new. They
Yeah.
have to fill that up first before they go out on the road. But it's a nice place. Sorry to take up.
Sounds like that's where we need to be. We need to aim for that place.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do. I have to give you Brian's name,
Yeah,
number.
let me know. I'll be there.
Yeah.
We need to get you
I was
guys
wondering,
up north.
what was your favorite place that you've ever played with Mattel?
Mm,
You gotta
wow.
have a favorite gig so far.
There was a few. But it's funny that you mentioned Kid Johnny Lang. One of my favorite well, are we talking about favorite shows or favorite places? Like places?
Kinda.
Probably venues or whatever, or even or places there.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
don't
mean
Maybe,
so. I
kinda.
don't know
Maybe
the
kinda. Would be no bar that this girl's sitting at right
yeah,
now.
Macintosh, Minnesota. Yes, Little Bobby's place with that. I always have the best time when I go up there. And sometimes I stay and I don't come home right away. I take a few extra weeks and enjoy the surroundings. It's awesome.
What a cheap pop there.
Yeah, because there's so much to see in Macintosh.
Oh yeah,
That's
hell of a
right.
city, man. The
Inside
city,
this
the
building.
city.
I wanted to
Hey,
get up there for
John,
his birthday, but I couldn't. Or else I'd
Oh, we
probably
would
still
all
be there
follow,
right now.
right? I know you would.
Three of us on this panel right now all live within about an hour of Macintosh. So,
Okay. So you know where it is.
Yeah, I'm about 10
oh
miles.
yeah, I was just there.
I was in Brooks or whatever, and that's where I live now. And that's only like 10 minutes away from.
Yeah, he was just here on Saturday.
All right.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Yeah, I wanted to be up there for his birthday, and I was trying to get a rental car to get up there, and it just didn't work the way I wanted it to. But I hope he had a good birthday, Mama T.
He did. He did.
Good,
Oh, yeah.
We still had a good time. I mean,
good.
wouldn't it better if you would have been here, but
Well,
we
now
managed. We
I can
managed.
plan ahead for next year for sure.
I mean, Johnny Rawls was here, and actually, Bobby pulled me up on stage, like he does once in a while, and Johnny's like, "Girl, you can actually sing. Yeah,
Right,
you
right.
project, and you can actually carry a tune." And then he gave me an autographed album, and
Wow.
so I had as much fun on Bobby's birthday
Now you're dating
as
Johnny
Bobby
Ross,
did.
I've always knew that you had a great voice. I wish you would sing more.
I am too busy with this
Yeah.
and the newsletter and the podcast.
And it just blows people's minds. They're like, was she just behind the bar and now she's on stage?
And then Bobby,
Yep.
Bobby has you dressed up like you're freaking Beetlejuice or whatever. So you just see her dressed up. She's a whole different person when she's dressed up,
Right.
And I get you wear costumes and stuff, It was like that, just
Right.
hat and everything. And it's pretty
Oh,
cool.
man.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Mama T, how come Bobby never sits in with you on our show?
Well, because usually he's watching the bar. I've got a bartender right now.
Yeah.
Because he
Well,
says
I
that's
figured
your
that.
thing. That's your thing. He's got his radio show. I got my podcast.
Yeah, but
That sounds like Bobby.
I told Bobby you could always come on whenever you want. But you're
I'd like
you're
to
an
meet you
honorary crew.
sometime.
Probably because I haven't invited him yet. Maybe that's why.
Oh.
Might help. Get the invite. He feels included.
We've had some
I
big
know.
guests on.
If you don't-
he hasn't even been a part of it. I'm surprised.
If you don't know Bobby, he's a trip. I've known him since he was a high schooler. We grew up in the same area, but where I lived out of town on an old golf course, and we used to have these massive parties with a stage and 4 or 5 bands and fireworks and kegs. And Bobby has played at my house, I bet you, a half a dozen times. In fact, the last time he played here was about 2 years ago. My brother-in-law, my wife's brother, was probably one of Bobby's biggest fans ever. And he passed away. And it took a while because it was because of COVID before we could have our funeral and a party. And Bobby made the trip from Macintosh, man, and he ended up spending the night here, but he just knocked it out of the park. And I know my brother-in-law was watching, but yeah, gosh, we go back for so long. It's really cool that this is all doing this right now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's full circle. No,
Yeah.
we love you, John. I mean, it's nice to have a nice guest on, I mean.
Thank you, guys.
We've had good guests on before, nobody's ever been a creeper like that lately.
I was gonna say you guys
yet.
haven't had any bad ones, have you?
Yeah, that's more
Not
like
yet,
the
anyway.
that's more the panel than the guests.
Yeah, my issue was the bad one. Show.
I don't know how they do it.
Oh, it's easy.
I don't know how they get people like you, John.
You catch me during the holidays when I'm probably at home not doing much, trying to stay off on the couch and be depressed. But no, this is great. This is great timing.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
It worked out great. What was I can hear?
I don't know if there's anybody else has any more questions at all before we let John go.
Well, John, you're we have similarities. I'm 65. You say I don't look it. You're 45, 46. You don't look it.
Sure.
We both started out in church. I played guitar in church. You said you started out playing in church, right?
Oh yeah.
I started playing in church. I'm a Bible reader. I'm a
Mhm.
Christian guy. I mean, I'm crazy. I do a lot of crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
most
I
church
know
guys are.
All right. And I know I can turn to God anytime because you remember Sam, he was a preacher, Sam Kinison.
You know, I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, he used to be a preacher. He went. We had his brother Bill on here a couple weeks ago, and we had a really nice show with him. But yeah, he was a preacher, Sam, and like I always wanted to be a preacher back in the day, but I never could do like things that gay do. You know what I mean? Run around the stage and act like a nut. But
Well, you do that
Inspiring.
every stage.
yeah, but I don't know. It's just I really like what you do, and I'm like when he puts bands on here. I love the bands. I mean, I'm going to check you out, and I'll probably be a big fan of yours. And I was sick all day. I couldn't look you up or anything, but I'll be checking you out, man.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that, man.
Anytime you want to come on the show, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mama T.
Yeah.
I'll have to hit you up. Send me some links because I won't. I'll be
Absolutely.
wide open till the end of the year.
All
You know,
right.
so anytime you guys want me on, I'd love to be on.
Maybe we can still
Absolutely.
get you up here for a show, and we'll have you up here.
Please get us back up there.
You might
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Okay, well,
great. I'll take the day off of work.
If you
Clean out
if you get back up to Macintosh, you better come to Grand Forks. 'Cause we'll
Okay.
get you on our show too.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
I'd like that.
And I did want to add this. I wanted to add this one thing, you guys. You were talking about church and all that stuff.
Yes.
I just got ordained. I just officiated my very first wedding on Saturday.
How did it go?
It went really good.
Were you nervous? Probably more than the bride and groom, huh?
It was they out of the blue. Friends of mine had came over and they said, "Would we want you to get ordained and marry us?" It was both of their second marriages. We did it right out in front of our studio, which happens to be in a mall right across from a bar. And the guy getting married is the bartender there, and the owner of the bar stood up for him. So I've known all these people forever, and it was like perfect. I mean, we sat in my studio. I walked out the door. It took me 15 minutes, and then we all went to the bar. So it was a good time. But that's enough about that. But
Well,
So
are
did
you-
the
are you-
rest come off without a hitch?
You know, I'm an ordained
it
minister
went
myself.
off really good.
I'm an ordained minister myself, and my record isn't real good. I'd married 4 people, and 3 got divorced and 1 died. So I don't do it no more.
Oh no!
Well, you probably yelled at him and scared
Yeah,
him.
you probably screw at him.
Wow.
Yeah, go.
So I'm your man. If you don't want to be around your wife all that much, you can call me. I'll
Call
come do
you
your
up.
marriage.
Hey,
Do your thing, Screaming Sam. Do your thing.
hey, my brother.
I
My
did do a
brother-
marriage. I did do one before I became ordained minister, and ended up marrying him again. But that's a guy died. I did a Sam Kinison routine in their backyard, and now people thought that I was marrying these people, but I wasn't, and they were already married. But we made it look like I was marrying them, and I did this whole Sam routine. It's on tape somewhere out there, and I'm going, "You take this fucking whore to be your wife." It's fucking and people are in the audience going, "Holy shit!"
I wish I could see their faces, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If you ever seen the skit of Sam Kinison saying, "Are you married?" Lutz' face. My brother does that the best, where he screams, "This is what's gonna happen." Tell him, John. You do it.
I do
Oh,
good,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
You can Google Screaming Sam, and I have podcasts. I have, well, my internet TV show. I don't have too much on the internet. I got all them, and I'm gonna get Ed, because we did a lot of porn stars, strippers, and stuff like that. So a little too much for Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm so tired of Facebook.
yeah.
TikTok too.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, we appreciate you, John. Thanks for
You bet.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Very
Thank you.
anybody
Thank
that-
all of you. Mama T, thank you so much.
You're
Hey,
welcome.
wait,
Thank
You're
you.
coming to
Appreciate you,
Pittsburgh.
man.
I was
Thank
gonna
you, brother.
for anybody that wants to know about you or that don't know, that hasn't learned anything from this interview, how can they look you up?
Um, I would say Facebook, but I was recently hacked. But I can still give you my Facebook information. I've never been asked that before. No, but in indigenousrocks.net we'll always have our tour date schedule on there. And for Facebook, I'm on there. It's John Fairchild. Instagram is shit, I'm looking at it right now. John Fairchild. It'll say Scooby.J.Fairchild is like a nickname. And that's about it. I try to only use social media for promo stuff, to promote some shows or to keep in touch with old family members. But I tell you what, I'm tired of getting hacked. That's for sure. It's a big
Yeah.
pain in the ass. You get locked out of your account, so you have all these contacts and a list of people that you can no longer get in touch with, and the Facebook police have to investigate before they can get you back your
I
account.
just
So
added you, John. I just
Yeah.
added you on Facebook.
Hey, John, if you
Yeah.
ever come to Pittsburgh and you could get in contact with Sean if you need me to push that Brian Dretschke of Dretschke Entertainment.
all right,
He's one of the big promoters here in Pittsburgh. If you want me
Right.
to get it for you when you're coming this way, I'd be glad to bodyguard you for nothing.
thank you. Hey, and I know Matola's going to the Northeast. I know we've been there to Pittsburgh back when I was touring with him in 07. We went to the Northeast quite a bit. So I know Pittsburgh is definitely going to be one of the spots for sure. So I want to get some information from you if I can.
I own a bar up in Pittsburgh too, John. We'll go take
Yeah.
you up there. Yeah.
All right. That would be awesome.
Did you
Yeah.
do
Oh,
any
yeah.
Iggy music?
In the Carnegie Music Hall, right?
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
that's how I'm the head security there now. I start back January. I quit for a while.
Yeah.
So if you get there, I'll bodyguard you for nothing. Don't worry.
That's what's
about
up.
it.
I
Me
like
and my
that.
brother take you around Pittsburgh and show you what Yuns is about.
Yes.
Yeah, up here, Yuns.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love it.
We
All right,
appreciate
brother. It was
you.
nice meeting you, John. Thank
Thank you,
man.
guys. Absolutely.
Sean.
Thank you so much.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
We'll talk to you
Merry
later.
Christmas. Happy holidays, all of you.
Hey,
Happy
John.
holidays to you too.
Over here, it's only 7:13
Yeah.
p.m.
Hey, feel free to hit us up if you're bored next Monday. We'd love to have you on again.
All right. I might just do that. I'm gonna text Mama T and ask her to keep that link handy so I can come in and chime in with you guys.
Hey,
We can always
probably
use
Will
you-
do.
we can
What
always
you
use you as
that's
we can
all right.
always use you as a crew member.
Oh.
You're more welcome to be a crew member.
Thank you. That'd be awesome too.
Because we got more guests to interview. So
Okay. Who do you guys have? Who do you guys have next?
Next week we're probably having a guy who well, he's a tribute artist as well, but he's not a musician, he's an actor. His name is Tyler Donovan, and he looks like Michael J. Fox.
Oh,
And
Michael
if you're a
J.
Back to the
Fox.
Future fan, yeah,
I'll
Okay.
send you that
Like,
link to that.
he
Back
did
to
a
the
Back to the
20
Future tribute
Yeah,
a while back
It's,
ago, back in 2015.
cool little video.
All right. Cool.
All right,
We'll
John.
have more information about that next time. All right.
Okay.
See you later.
Thank you,
man.
guys.
See you, John.
Take care.
All right.
All right, guys. That was nice. I'm sorry I butted in, Sean. Did
No,
it
that's
again.
Okay, that's all right. We still
Don't
gotta
know when
look
to
at each
shut
other,
up.
but it's all right. But yeah, next week we will have Tyler on, and hopefully he won't cancel on me this again. But that's why I had time to get Mama to get John on as a backup just in case. So it's always good to have a backup.
He's a cool ass dude, man. I want to meet this guy.
Yeah.
He is
come-
a lot of fun too.
I
Yeah.
think all the guests we had was fun. I think all the guests we had so far are good
I'm
guests.
gonna tell you what. He comes to Pittsburgh. I'm gonna make him take back shit he never stole. He'll be waiting in Walmart the next day with something he don't even know.
This is something about this show that I've really started to realize that we've gotten some really good guests on it, and we've had some good moments, and there really hasn't been anything negative about us. Yeah, we have adult language and everything, but you know what? We're adults, you know, we have every right to say what's on our mind, you know? So,
There's
nothing wrong with
people.
that. You know, we're not gonna censor ourselves for Facebook, that much, you know, you know, if that's the case, we'll try another platform if that's the case, you know, but it's like,
Hey,
I'm just
hey,
happy that we have this crew and that we have a team. You guys are very dedicated and you always, you know, keep in touch, you know, even when we're not on the air or whatever, so, you know, it's wonderful, you know, that's why I picked all you guys, or.
Well, that's not always by choice. It's because this one random dude in our group chat always is just throwing out thing after thing after thing after thing.
Well, you can mute it too, I
Yeah,
guess, if you want. I mean.
3:45 in the morning.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I just thought
That's
you
all
wanted
right.
to.
No,
One thing.
I thought you wanted to see a
It's a hard
video of a
time.
little girl saying.
Hey, Sean, get a fucking life.
Hey, Sean, when you're working
Hard
at
time.
3:40 a.m. at the casino, people are sleeping.
Well, I'm normally up at the time, you know, I'm a night owl, man, you know, remember me?
I'm
That's I am too.
Yeah,
I'm up also, so don't worry about it. I get out
Yeah.
of bed at 4 o'clock. That's what I did for 43 years. I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
like we've said before, I wish
You
we
know
were all
what I mean?
closer to each other, all of us, we
Retire
hang out.
ass.
Trust me, I'd be over at Sam's house right away, I'd be over your house too, you know.
I don't know, maybe does this hat look more sexier for next week? I love it.
Oh my God, I wear one of those
Yeah.
like a couple years ago.
You
Construction
look like
guy.
you're the village people.
So anyway, I don't think, I mean, I think we're good for today, I think.
Yes, sir.
Because, you know, we got other things going on and you guys are busy.
Yeah, I love you guys.
We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Family now.
Fun as always.
Here for Renegade Radio and Mama T, Screaming Sam, John Roberts, Antique Man, and Mad Dog. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
What you
Next
gonna
week.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye,
love
everybody.
you. I
Bye.
love you guys with all my
All
heart.
right.